Back at you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, and a double honor to the apostles who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. As you see this comment by Slick Nick 54, okay, it inspired this lesson, okay. And you can go back on this TikTok page, which I'm only using this for edification. Police KC.102. Okay, today is December. Excuse me. Today is December 7th. Okay, so 4 days ago from today. Okay, and you got this comment. Okay, in 1960, you would never see or hear any of this. They would never dare act like this. And if they did, the cop would have handed immediate justice and the world would have never seen or heard from this guy ever again. That was the last time America was great. Okay. So, hey, that's a cut. Okay. Or that's edifying. Okay. The whole MAGA movement, Make America Great Again. This is what these so-called white people, which they are Edomites, according to the Bible, okay? According to the biblical scriptures, these so-called white people are Edomites, okay? Edom, Esau. They are the devil and they are the children of Satan, according to the scriptures, okay? And this is what they mean by that, okay? America being great was so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been enslaved, being killed, murdered, okay? Because it's a difference between killing and murdering, okay? They were murdered, okay, being murdered, okay, being mistreated, okay, to say the least, okay? And to hell, which we're going to go straight to the scriptures. Okay, let's get to the scriptures. Blue Letter Bible. To hell with 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay? Because the scriptures go into, and when I say the nation of Israel, I'm talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the biblical Israelites, okay? We are the biblical Israelites. But in these times, okay, in these end times, these end days, these prophetic times, okay, which we're at the end of the end, okay, 2/3 of you Negroes are going to be cut off, and to hell with you niggas, man. But on the flip side, Esau, Edom, the devil, okay, the ruler of this current time, for second is just 6 and 9. This, just like you, I know, I'm kind of over the place. Let's go King James Bible. Yo, 2nd Ezra chapter 6. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, for Esau, okay, is the end of the world, a so-called way, man. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, okay. So Esau is the end of the world, this age, okay. The world will never end. Whatever these Christian or these bugged out fables, okay. Hell ain't real, okay, according to burning underground forever. No, hell is a condition, okay, or, a condition, a state, or the grave, okay. But it says, for Esau is the end of the world of this age, okay, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, okay. So Esau is the end of this period, okay. These end times, and Jacob, okay, is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob is the progenitor, the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, which Jacob's name was changed to Israel, okay. And hey, we're up next, man, okay. And I'm speaking about the 1/3 elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 prophets, and the men, women, and children that believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that aren't necessarily prophets. Okay, let's go back to the blue letter. Okay, Ezekiel, because it goes into a perpetual hatred. Ezekiel, what's the perpetual? That's Ezekiel 35. Perpetual hatred. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay, let's open this up. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, Yahweh, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is about to say it. Thus will I make Mount Seir, okay. Mount Seir is synonymous for Edom, okay, or Esau. Okay. You mountain dwellers, okay. Cave dwellers, those that dwell in the clefts of the rock. You heathen. Okay, and in today's times they try to liken their chief city, okay, America, which can be likened unto Basra, skyscrapers, these loft apartments. I was just talking, with my chick last night. These niggas that live on a fucking 32nd, 50th floor, however high up these lofts go, they'll live at the top floor because it reminds them of the caves being so high up in the air. Okay, which the scriptures say, go into apartments, you're not supposed to just stack up that high. Okay, and then you got apartments, all this shit is a mess. A complete fucking mess, man. Living on top of one another, living beside bug outs, demons, moles, lesbians. This ain't how this life is supposed to be. Lesbian dwelling above you. Dealing with another woman. Anyways, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So you Edomites are about to go into complete slavery, captivity, man, for 1,000 years. Okay, that's being rewarded unto you double. Revelation 18. Okay, Babylon the Great, Esau, y'all are linked. That's in the book of Psalms. Esau shall be Esau. Let's go there. I don't want to butcher it. East and Edom, Egypt and Edom. Y'all are linked. Y'all are linked. Joel chapter 3 verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation. Okay, Egypt is synonymous for America. Okay, Revelation, what's that? Revelation 11. Okay, it says, okay, this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, the Israelites' bodies would lay. Okay, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. You see, so there's East America, Egypt. Okay, this place holds the characteristics of ancient Egypt. Okay, there's many links. I need to look up more links, but you got hieroglyphs. Okay, beer. That goes back from Egypt. Pizza. Yeah, like I say, the hieroglyphs, or the new emojis. Okay, you got obelisk. You got the obelisk, which is their setup. And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah. Okay, so Edom is going to be completely desolate. Okay, Obadiah verse 18. After 1,000 years of after being rewarded double, okay, you Edomites are going to be exterminated, rightfully so. And it goes back to the original, the point we were making. And, it's talking about 1960, making America great again. That's all these crackers have hope in, man. They're losing their precious kingdom is falling in front of their face. They are the new niggers, So now, now they can resort to, their only comfort is hating niggers, which includes the so-called Latinos and so-called Native Americans. They are the welfare babies. They are the Section 8 babies. They are the ones lining up in these food banks and BMWs, Mercedes, luxury cars, nicer cars. They're the ones, not enjoying this place anymore. So they have to resort back to racism. And we see it. Let's go back to Ezekiel. Jump back to the book Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Okay, let's go into that word perpetual.
Strong's H5769. Olam.
Strong's info. It says the vanishing point, generally time out of mind, past or future. An example, practically eternity. Frequentatively adverbial. Okay. Always ancient. You see, ancient, continuous, eternal, everlasting, more of old. You see, of old, that ancient old hatred that you crackers have always had, okay? That you have always had. It's, what the scriptures say, Esau, which you had Cain and Abel, and you had Jacob and Esau. Okay, and Esau, what that nigga say? The time of mourning is at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Esau is once again synonymous for you so-called white people, you Edomites. Okay, and Jacob is synonymous for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, the Israelites. So you Edomites have always had a hatred. It says, the scriptures say, Genesis, in the book of Genesis, okay, Jacob and Esau struggled and pretty much wrestled in the womb, man. Just summarizing. So, hey, you Edomites have always had this hatred for Jacob, and we hate you too. Let's get to Edom. Hate. Feel intense or passionate dislike for someone, We feel a passionate, we feel intense, passionate dislike for you Edomites, man. Y'all are the devil, the evil according to the scriptures. And y'all have to go. Y'all are about to go. The Lord is about to make y'all go. We as the Israelites, okay, we just have to, Zephaniah 3:9, wait ye upon me till I rise you up to the prey, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem, the Lord. Okay? But, hey, you Edomites you have nothing left. Okay? Prepare, and we're going to continue. We're going to go back. But prepare for prepare for captivity. You know, because like I say, all that's left is racism. And Revelation 12:12. They're gonna, but which these are Jobo crackers. You know, not to ramble, but these are Joe Blow crackers. These lower level, you know, apartment living, or home. Most of them are homeless. You see it like where I dwell. You see a lot of them homeless. The tables are turning, and they never thought that this would happen. They never imagined being a nigga. You know, which they're delusional because they are niggas. They're on Section 8. They're on welfare and begging and, you know, committing crime. I mean, just look at them. They commit incest. They rape, rob, and murder on a global, massive scale. Because so-called nigga is just a creation of the biggest nigger, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You see that drug trafficking, arms trafficking, human trafficking. That's all Esau Edom on a global scale. Murder on a global scale with war. Big pharma. You see, pedophilia. That's how these crackers, so-called white people get down, man. You know, Shalom.